very exciting day because TikTok just started a side hustle challenge contest. So we're going to talk about side hustles. And guess what? That's all I do. Let's go. We're headed to our next rover visit. I have 5 today. We just finished the first one. We're headed to number 2. So the side hustle I want to actually tell you guys about is one that is not common, and a lot of people will try and then give up, or they just won't even try it. It's called Dscout. So the letter D and then the word scout. What this is you are essentially giving feedback on either websites or products or apps, something along those lines, or like your experience with something. So my first ever really good one was my experience with cat litters and how I was like trying out different cat litters based on like my history. For most of these, you do have to like sign an agreement that you're not going to give all the specifics about the study or like who it was run by, yada yada. So I'm not going to give you details on any of the studies. I just can tell you like how much I made and what like what the study was about. Even if I'm doing absolutely nothing wrong. 10 and 2. Seatbelt on, not speeding. My heart rate will get so high from a cop being behind me. It's so bad. Anyway, so Dscout. Start on a Dscout. There's going to be express missions and then there will be longer missions. So there'll be all these little ones up at the top. And let me tell you, they did not pop up for me for 3 weeks. So this is definitely an app where you have to like give it time to adjust to you, and you have to take all of the profile, like fill out things to, you know, match you up with the right researchers and the right test programs. I've done 14, I think, so far since 2024. I started in 2024, so total 14 or 16 like missions. So like I said, it's not a lot, but when they're good, they're good. This recent one, I will tell you, I got paid $200 to give feedback on DoorDash. And if you guys know me, I'm a dasher, but also I use DoorDash. So giving experience on that most of the time it's like a diary study. So it's over like a long period of time and you're like giving different submissions. That's what this one was. So it was over like a 2 or 3 week period. You do these tasks for them and then they will give you the money via PayPal. The payments are automatic. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to withdraw. Like they just go to your PayPal once you sign up for that. No idea if there's another way you can cash out. I just know that I've always gotten PayPal. I will tell you, out of every side hustle I've ever done, Dscout is in my top 5. Because when it's good, it's good. Like the work you're doing is not a lot compared to the amount that you're getting paid. And 14 or 16 missions, I've only had to go to the store one time. Everything else I could do wherever I was from my phone. There were some desktop missions, so I did have to be home on my desktop for those. And I've done a live interview before where I had to be home on a desktop with a webcam. You will always be told if it's live or an unmoderated session. So you will know that before you sign up. So don't worry about it if you don't want to like be live with somebody, they will let you know. That was one of my favorite ones, was actually my live session. The rates at some of them, like, yes, it's over a 3 week period. So like you might not think it's a lot, but the time that I put into these missions is not equated to like less than $40 an hour. That DoorDash study that I did, I probably put in total 2 hours of work for $200. Like, are you joking? Sometimes it's just like, it's so cool how they will pay you so much more than what you're expecting. Now there's a lot of little ones, like I've done like $5 missions, $8 missions, $2 missions that require like 10 to 15 minutes of work. So it really just depends on what you're eligible for, what you get selected for, because you're like applying to these, you're submitting applications to try and be part of these missions, or like sometimes you'll be invited if your profile matches what they're looking for. I don't think there's any kind of referral program, but you just go to the app store, download the app, set up your profile, give it time. If you truly want to get into this one, give it time. It will take weeks for your profile to adjust and give you the missions that you're looking for. And like I said, doing 16 over a year, like a year and a half, so maybe one a month, maybe It's not something you're gonna do every day. This is not gonna be something you can quit your job for. This is just a amazing side hustle that will give you extra money, and most of the time it's at home. So if you're interested, go check it out. If you have questions, let me know.